Hello and welcome to Jamming in Jimjams. How the heck are you? I'm Jason, your host. If you don't already know so. And welcome to the Sunday evening wind down from the weekend. If you're watching this at another day of the week, I would rewind the week and start again with this as your preferred method to engage sleep before Monday. Do not attempt Monday without jamming in Jimjams. Anyway, let's see who's in the chat, shall we? Hey guys, it's been a strong chat while I was dibbling about. Hopefully everything volume-wise is good. Voice and synthesizers. So Steve was in first and pole position there. Good to see you, Steve. Cornish, Tom, how you doing? And Biscuit, hello. Wagusa, yes, hello. Man without razor. Nick Destruct, hello. As you had, good to see you. Who is Wagyu coming back? And then there's Billy Bud all the way from Germany. Good evening. And Don, how you doing? Marky, was it you with the story last week with Jaxon? Thank you for that. That made my day. That really tickled me. If you haven't seen the Pro Synth Network story that Mark put out there on Jackson's complete ownership of last Halloween's stream, go and check the story out. He did. It's classic. So thank you for that. As you know, as does Jaxon and his agent, who is now charging extra. Cressy, how you doing? Are we Cressy? Cressy's back. Cressy's back for real. Is that still? Maybe it's outside. I heard a drone. Hey, Andy. I know you're in there somewhere. Sam, how you doing? Needs more cowbell. I haven't got any cowbell. I know, it's weird, isn't it? Hey, Homegrown, how you doing? I emptied my Circuit Rhythm. I went completely nude with it. We'll come back to that in a minute. We'll talk about that after we've done the rounds. Cornish, how you doing? Inverted Popes, how you doing? Symptoms of Reality, thank you for the chill vibes while I was getting ready, because this is kind of, it's kind of the same, but I wanted to do something different, so I've been doing other bits and bobs, so thanks for the chill vibes. That was much appreciated, as was Robin's chat as well, so I was kind of like jumping between the two, sort of simultaneously. Is there a cat? I suppose you all saw Tom, right? Let's talk about the cats in a minute. Hi, Sing, how you doing, Uncle Chrome? Good to see you. Sudo, we're nearly there. That's a good, healthy chat for a Sunday night. Andy, yes. Sorry I missed your show on Saturday. I did it with Friday as well, with the Pro Synth Network show. I mean, just for the sheer, I don't know what day it was. I think because I took Friday off from work. It was a weird week anyway, half term, so my work schedule changes in school holidays and my responsibility with the children, so everything's a bit out the window. So suddenly I was waking up on Friday morning thinking it was Saturday, but not then remembering it wasn't Saturday. So this is why I didn't tune into you on Friday, Andy, and then by the end of Friday I'd forgotten that it was actually Friday, and I just settled down with E and we watched The Book Thief. Now, E is a lover of books, and I thought I'd read that book a while ago, and I don't think I'd seen the film, but if you need a ruddy good cry, let me tell you, that film is one you should dedicate a little bit of time. Beautifully made, wonderfully acted, superbly cast, a fantastic story, and I think it did good justice to the book. So, moving. It was moving. We had to watch some comedy afterwards. Oh, no, we didn't. We ended up playing video games. We played a racing game, the Disney one. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it was quite fun. And then and my son and I played that today as well while he was out. But yeah, there's a good, that's a good way. Hey, Paul Holmes, how you doing? Have I caught up with everybody? I'm sort of, if you want to learn a synth, erase all the presets and make your own. Yeah, so that's kind of you lot. Hey, Billy Bud, by the way, were there 3 bags of tea in that cup? Should we talk about what we're drinking next? Okay, so what are you drinking? By the time I've explained my drink, hopefully there'll be some drinks in the chat. Yes, let me just have a top down. So this evening, I made myself a chamomile tea earlier, which is, I think it was accidental that I put 2 bags in. I just grabbed a cutlet and threw it in, made the tea, and I do like a nice strong chamomile. And then I drank that, and I went back and I had a nighttime tea. So this is double chamomile with a nighttime. So if I fall asleep in the stream... Oh, hello. Sorry, I wasn't there. I don't think I'll fall asleep in the stream, but if I do, can you just put me to bed, tuck me in? It's really weird because there's a really delicious flavour with the nighttime tea, which is just an Aldi one. It's called Sleep. It's not very expensive either. Very nice, but there's a particular flavour which is cutting in high above. It's like a high pass flavour, cutting in the low pass of the low pass of the chamomile, which is quite an earthy sort of mid-level kind of flavour, mid to low level. So I think it's somewhere in that 800 hertz kind of range of tea. I don't know if you do that with the flavours in your life. You low pass, mid, band pass, band reject. No, there's definitely low notes in that one as well. Anyway, so Apfelwasser, good. Fermented mole saliva Cornish. That does sound good. As per usual, I have tea, Earl Grey, Steve. Blinding. Apple juice, as in there twice. Ginger and lemon tea, Cressy. That's a good one. I read something today about lowering blood pressure. It was one of these adverts. Who knows if it's true? With honey, lemon, and ginger tea. We could all do with lowering our blood pressure, right? Green King Abbott. Now, that's a good way, Wagyu, to... Again, where are you finding this stuff? In Switzerland. Chappie does it for me. Oh, I see. DR55 beneath, yes, I sing. You're absolutely right. My DR55. I had also got a second DR55, which was one of the kits that they made in a square box. Neither of them have. Well, that's got everything. But the other one is missing buttons, I think. So what have we got? What else have we got? So, The Book Thief. Yes, The Book Thief. Sorry, I'm catching up. If I cry... if I need a cry, I just watch the end of Terminator 2. I'll put on some new Sue metal. It's Tim Bowman in. Tim Bowman, where's Sue? Sue metal. That would be good. Yeah, the Book Thief. Sorry, Biscuit. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Just really, really, especially if you're, just, whoa. Cracking film. Yes, Steve. I synthesize my tea, and I think there's definitely more than a few elements of double saw. Jackson's making it known that he is in the room. Did we want to just have any more attention, Jackson? Are you just going to lie back there? Hopefully, you like the new look for jamming in Jimjams. It is blue. Does that make you look a bit cold, though? I don't know. Maybe I should go for something a little bit less blue and maybe sort of like lavender. That's quite calming, isn't it, lavender? There's a little bit of something happening here. It's just gently moving, and there's some other colours. So hopefully it won't distract you because it's calming. But that's the idea, is it's a calming green, though. Oh, as if by magic, there's green. Anyway, so that's Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Oh, my goodness. Aquatic Borealis. Yeah, I haven't seen that for a while, but crikey, what a film. Been watching the remake of Shogun, actually, which I watched originally as a child. It was a mini-series, wasn't it? One of the first mini-series. We were sort of treated to something that was bigger than a film. Well, it's more depth, but it was better quality than a TV show. I mean, all TV shows now are like incredible quality, right? But so the remake of Shogun, ooh, I don't remember it being as good as it is now then, but I think the writing, and I think it's because it's bigger, I think the writing's gone into a little bit more. But I'm enjoying that. But yeah, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence is a very, I haven't seen that for a long time. Christmas favourite, isn't it? For the obvious reasons. Hobgoblin IPA, Wagyu. Okay, last night in Milan. Calm yourself. It's funny, isn't it? All these Blade Runner is my go-to blood movie. Yeah. Yeah. Who do you mind of the Jaxon sound pack? Well, I think there is, Billy Bud, I think there is a very strong case for me doing, there's a couple of things that I've already been requested of my sample packs. we're going to get into that in a minute. I've already made a start with Jaxon. That's all we say. Tonight's jam featured quite strongly some Jaxon samples. So yeah, I've made a good start of some high quality, loud, because he's quite a loud cat. Tom, on the other hand, who is, oh bless him, he's just down there. He's by my feet, and he's by my. It's like me and two cats. Oh, Breaking the Waves. I don't think I've seen that one. Shogun the Musical. No, come on, seriously. It's quite a complex story, but from what I'm watching, it's like, yeah, I sing. I think it's just you just do, don't you? You just find them, and then you kind of sometimes you just like the beginning of Up. Kids films, they're the worst, absolutely, because your kids are watching thinking all these bright colours and stuff, and suddenly you're like, anyway, that's a good start. It's, the beginning of that is quite But yeah, Book Thief is a good tearjerker, but because it doesn't do it in the way that Disney does it, and I think you know what I mean. Yeah, because it's a ruddy good story. Right, so Jaxon's patches are soft pads. Oh, toe beans. That's why I've got the Circuit Rhythm out, right? Okay, so we've done. Who's in the chat? We've done. What are we drinking? We've got Jaxon. We've had Tom's more than 5. Jaxon. He's fast asleep. Are you coming to be on camera? No, I don't think he wants to move. Do you want to do it later? Do you want to do a drone set? I actually wanted to do a bit more with the sequential, but we ended up being a bit of a drone. I'm also technically wise, I've been toying with the idea of getting a mixer, and the Zoom one looked like it was the one, but I don't think it has multiple outputs. I need buses, so I won't be getting that. But then I suddenly realised that the best mixer you have is the one you already have, right? The best mixer there is the mixer you have. Sorry, let's get that correct. Start that again. Start the sentence. Rewind. Then I realised that the best mixer is the mixer you already own. So I think I'm going to be doing tomorrow night, swapping some stuff over so I can have multiple inputs, so I can put the mic in to the mixer and affect it. Because what I would love to do, we'll come to that in a minute, is to affect the vocal mic at some point, and bring in things. And there is Dubby, of course, which does that, and that's definitely on the list of to try. Behringer X. Well, I've got a Midas MR18, which sits back there, and I've bought it years ago. And at the moment, it's just got all my synths plugged in, and I barely use it. So I'll swap that with an analog desk I've got, which will do the job more than adequately. And I've got the space over there. I haven't got the space here to put a mixer, so it makes more sense. So just suddenly one of those, oh yeah, I can do that moments. Hook. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's it, isn't it? It's just those things. So yeah, it's a good, there's some cracking films. Anyway, I've got this and my trusty now, when I did Super Booth, I interviewed Manu for my 3 questions. If you haven't already seen the 3 questions, go to my shorts, because I'm about to drop at least one short from Bristronica. I've sat and did some editing today, so I actually got one shot. I got an idea of what I'm going to do with them. So yeah, so I got that as my little gift, which was really well done, because prior to that, it's this is good for the sort of, you know, and this is an inexpensive paintbrush. Oh, it's 38 millimeters if you need to know. I just find it's really good. The longer the bristle, the better, which is why this surpasses it. Look at that difference. Hang on. Can you see that? It's just a little bit bigger. And of course, it's softer bristle. And you just do that. Off you go. Beautiful. Oh, do love my Pro 3. I love my Pro 1 as well. Anyway, let's go back to this. Yeah. So anyway, so you know, there's... I must put it back where I always know it is. Yeah, so those kind of things are important, I think. They're just keeping our gear covered or whatever. I noticed that I've got my sub 37 in my room at the moment, and they've never had any problem with yellowing on the keys, and suddenly I've noticed that they've started to yellow, because that's they do, apparently, over time. So I think maybe just put it back in its box and flog it to someone, because, I mean, ain't no room in my life for a sequential and a Moog that basically operate the same cyberspace. 3 oscillators, 2 oscillators. Is it 2 oscillators? I can't remember how the sub 37's got 2, isn't it? 2 oscillators and a sub. This has got 3 oscillators. It's more. It's better. It's better. It's got more envelopes. Can I loop these? Oh no! Don't talk myself out of the sub 37 because you loop the envelope. Oh, I love looping envelopes. Anyway, 50 millimeters here. Cressy, good. Oh, deluge. Get how fast it was to sketch songs on that thing. Yeah. Well, this is something I do, Aquatic Borealis, is I use these streams to help me spend a bit more time with the gear that I don't. And the Pro 3 for me has been sat back there behind me, so you can't even see it because I swapped it. Yeah, swap things around with the new desk space. Am I in the middle? I keep wondering now. I'm perfectly in the middle. So I just wanted to get it out. So I got it out last week. What's that? It's a weird, like, delay or something. Oh, anyway. Yeah, to get it out and to play with it. And the same with, you know, the circuits are kind of classics for me, and I, you know, can pick it up and I can crack on with a song. And again, you know, there's certain things that I want to remind myself. I ended up watching some videos today of how to remind myself how to, you know, to chain patterns, which I didn't stick. It didn't stick. Too many things going on today, but we'll talk about that after we've had another little jam, I think, because we'll work up an appetite together. And you can't quite see it on that view, but you might be able to see it on this. Oh, you see that? You see that little tease there? There you go. Have that as a little tease. Oh, sorry, I wasn't even on the... There we go. So, anyway, without further ado, let's talk about the gear on the table. Circuit Rhythm. I chose the Circuit Rhythm because I wanted to pitch the samples that I wanted to input in here. Now, tonight's jam is strongly influenced by my cats, specifically Jaxon, and his complete flagrant disregard for the stream last Tuesday, where he just sat his backside down on the synth. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm here. And I thought, yeah, okay, you've been here. You've had your 5 minutes. Where have you gone now? Hey. Oh, he's right next to me. You can do a Jaxon 5. You know, he's put the work in. I've basically used him for the cute factor, and it was like, no. This is my turn. I'm going to sit here. I'm cool. They know. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to do my cat thing. Yeah, that's fine. So I thought I'd do him proper justice, and I'd get this out, and I would. Have we got some volume though? Oops. Hang on. Might be that one. Quite likely. Right, so mixer, what were we doing? 6, was it? Let's whack it up. Just, can we hear that okay? That kick is rubbish. That's good. Yeah, okay. So I emptied the Circuit Rhythm got a fresh pack, and I went to the computer and I'd sampled Jaxon's, also some other bits and bobs, and I just threw it in here. So in amongst that, I was like, well, what other samples am I going to use? I'm going to need some basic sounds. So I went through and got those really pathetic drum sounds, which is actually, that was quite popular about 20 years ago, that flabby bass drum. But I want more of that. It's still soft. And I wanted toms. If that doesn't call Tim Bowman, I don't know what will. Anyway, hey Truster, how you doing? And I never use crashes because it just, the polyphony is one note per instrument, right? So you're using it, but I thought it'd be nice to have one. I didn't, Sam, if you're still there, I didn't have cowbell, but I did have tambourine. Oh no, clap. There's a bit of discrepancy in the volume of some of these samples. Didn't check, but... And a record scratch. Rewind. So I got those, but that wasn't the main reason. I thought, well, I'm going to have some bass sounds. Whoa! So I got bass sounds. Is that right? Yeah. Some basic horn section. Sort of general kind of like lo-fi kind of vibes, which is my, loud, by the way. Loud, right. Cressy, I noticed the jam the other day, the Pro 3 was stupidly loud over the top of the circuit. We couldn't hear it. But loud is good, Steve says. Okay, so maybe I'll just break the difference, because obviously, yeah, we've had plenty of streams where the vocal, just, the early days of this stream, we're getting... I'm trying to think how many May I started this, didn't I? I'm not gonna. Yeah, so that's a long time, isn't it? May, June, July, August, September, October. No, 6 months. Right. Well, we'll mark. I think it's the 20th or something like that, 20th of May. So we will mark a 6 month. We'll have a 6 month party in November, I think, where there'll be dancing. There'll be more dancing. And playing, I guess. Right. Anyway, so, I got all these off various old sample CDs that I'd imported years ago, and I think a lot of them are hip-hop kind of vibes. But yeah, lo-fi I was going for, something a bit scrunchy. It is Steve, it is November. It's not the 20th of November. It has to be precise. We have to go to the week that I started and mark that 6 month anniversary. It's like if you celebrate your partner's anniversary on the wrong day, does that get you into trouble? Because the answer is yes, doesn't it? And we're going to get it right. I'm teasing. Yeah, I mean it is 6 months, whichever way you look at it. But I was just being a little bit silly. Talking about anniversaries, it is now officially the end of my birthday month. And I just want to show this. My sister was down in Glastonbury yesterday, so we all went for a little family trip, and she bought me some new coasters for the channel, which I thought would be really good, considering sort of E's love of all things shroomy. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. So that is now on the table, ready for, although, when you've got that as a coaster, this is the closest I've got to an Oberheim. It won't be. Oh, I can't. Polysynths are wasted on me. I'm not a keyboard player. But it doesn't stop me from wanting them, does it? I started with the Polysynth, really, when you consider the Prophet 600. And we won't talk about the Poly 800. But, sorry, I sing. You're becoming convinced that you can't tell good drum sounds from bad outside any context. Oh, That's not true. I don't believe that for a minute. It's live, all part of the charm. Your voice too low compared to the music. Right. That's good. That's something I can... I'm not going to roll over a cat, am I? That would be... But this is it, isn't it? Now that's going to be super loud. Am I super loud? It's like, no, turn everything down now, you lunatic. I just Googled the Scrooge thing. Oh, God, forgot. Oh, Scrooge. No, we're not talking about gas. The best gear you have is the gear, the best synthesizer is the one you own. There you go. That's the only gas you need, is to play with what you've got. Trusto, cake. Right. Do we have this conversation now before we continue? Let's just finish the samples, because let's get to the end of that story. So we got to all the lo-fi stuff. Really cool. And do you know what as well? Having my John Alchemy, hello, Gas Pro 3 SE tilting. Yeah, it is good synth though. It's the only mono synth you'll ever need. That's kind of what he said to me in his hotel room in 2020. And then he took my wallet and ran away with it. You know, yeah, lucky enough to have met him. Anyway, a couple of times. That's the joy of having, you know, of doing what I did and have done, you know, puts me in those positions. So thank you, Toman, for that. That's, you know, appreciate that. Anyway, back to this. So samples, we got to all the kind of cool lo-fi stuff. And then the reason I wanted to use samples is because I wanted, are you ready? Calm yourselves. Various degrees of anger. It's like, feed me. No, really feed me. I want food now. Where are you going? Let's try that again without me. Yeah, so that's it. But I also managed to get... Steve, this is going to be... I think we're going to do like a giveaway, I think we'll do a giveaway, samples. Maybe a little competition just to win. No. Could you imagine doing a competition to win for that? Maybe if I can find another one of those, I'll do that. But I don't want to lose that. But maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the point. Give away something that I don't want to give away. Like, not a synthesizer. I mean, you've all got synths, right? Something you won't have. Not my troll. It's certainly not my 1977 Doctor Who annual, featuring the only Doctor Who there ever has been, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway. This is the way he licks when you stroke his back, by the way. Anyway, you've also got the last one. The purr. So, I started... What is this talk show about? Buck Star Chaser. This is about synthesizers. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it generally is. But we do talk about drinks, and we do talk about snacks, and we talk about old kind of stuff that is important to us, that makes us do the music that we do. So welcome, Buck Star Chaser. And if you first to this, then I will also give you my carry-on. There we go. So it's a bit crazy. And there's cats. Always cats. So, you know, that's the kind of thing we do. But back to this. So the second row, I thought I'd found maybe the age of 3 or 4 telling me a story. And it was all about a unicorn, a rainbow unicorn horse or something with, anyway, rainbow unicorn. Yeah, unicorns are kind of horse, aren't they? Perfect samples. Yeah. So anyway.
He was really beautiful.
Adorable, right?
Looking for them cake.
Oh, sorry. What was that, E?
Looking for them cake.
E was looking for some cake.
But it was a man called Jaxon. Would you like to have a picnic?
I mean, who wouldn't, right?
Yes, please, said the unicorn.
There you go. So I couldn't resist putting those in as well. And I think that was kind of as far as I got. And it took me a little while because I was editing my footage for the for the Bristronica. So that's kind of what I thought that would be great, and then I thought maybe I'd be able to link that up and do something with the Pro 3 using clocked arpeggiator or something. So I've got MIDI plugged in, but as to whether or not it works, I've no idea. So maybe we could just. There's the hold button. Oh, we've got this before. There's a hold button there, but it doesn't do anything other than hold. Oh, maybe it does. Okay, confused me that did for a minute. But then it's not. Oh, that's fantastic. It's not doing anything. So that's weird. Why did it? Oh, did it? Did it? It didn't. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I've got this. I've got the Pro 3 going through the audio engine of this. I am an idiot. It's because I did something stupid. That was because it was loud. Anyway, right. So let's get the mix up. Let's just get this. It's not. It's definitely not clocking, is it? Do I want to get involved in that now? Global. Let's do this together. Let's see if we can remember how to change the. It should be easy, right? Clock. Let's just turn that off, and it's going to be really irritating otherwise. Why is it not unholding? Global MIDI, surely. Global MIDI. Does sound good. I think that's just. That's because I'm. Oh. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Anybody else want to offer me the. We need a Pro Cat Network sample library featuring. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Definitely. Pro Cat. It's funny, Aquatic. Most people are allergic to cats. Having a cat helps you deal with your allergy. It's so weird. I suppose homeopathic. There you go. Found it. MIDI channel 11. MIDI clock in. Oh, come on. Is it going to be this one? Okay. Right. So that goes. How do I change it? Where's the enter button? Oh, this is what I mean about having gear that you don't use enough. It's shocking when you get to. You just want to do something simple. You've stopped. I'm just going to keep it. Oh, hello. No, what's that? Yeah. So. How do I change that? Where's the button that allows me to surely enter? It's not. That just changes the. You'd think it was this one. Oh, yeah, because that works there. So come on. Oh, I'm an idiot. It just goes left or right. I suppose that's UI. It is a bit. It's a bit like that. MIDI clock cable out or NURPins. Clock is what you want, really. MIDI out. That was it, wasn't it? So clock mode. Oh, MIDI out. So in. There you go. Wow, I have no idea what's going on now. That was weird. It's not playing that is it playing a sequence? Right, let's go back to the program now. Maybe. Whew. I just don't want that though. The alarm went off. It did. Oh. That's quite nice though, isn't it? You should perhaps play with that. There we go. Let's get a phaser. Set phaser to stun. bottom. Let's go to the top of the bottom. Right, okay. So if we go, last four, we keep these to drums. I feel it's a bit of a brilliant. It's got a bit of Tangerine Dream about it, isn't it? Curse of the old school 70s tape, Tiger Bomb. I guess it's a lifelong condition. Okay. Right, let's get a bit of Jaxon in there. Definitely need some effects on that. But it's not where I wanted it. Is it there? There we go. There we go. So I wanted to get something out of Jaxon that wasn't natural. It was like the sound effects that you get in science fiction that are usually made by manipulating animal sounds. I wanted to recreate that kind of thing in a lo-fi kind of vibe. Yeah, we're good. It really is, and that's the thing, is I don't know it. Another reason why it's on here. I might take this to my bedroom and put the sub 37 here actually, so I can play with it. Do a little bit of actual jamming in bed. Jamming in bed is a different thing, isn't it? Okay. So, let's get that bass to me. It's just vibing, isn't it? vegetation to be seen, and the ground beneath them was cold, hard, smooth, and completely white. There was no wind, and their footsteps on the surface of the planet echoed eerily away into the distance, like the slamming of doors at the end of a long corridor. Shivered Harry. Not the sort of place I'd like to go on holiday. Me neither, said Sarah. The doctor bent down on one knee, stroking the surface of the planet with the palm of his hand. For a journalist, your command of English is at best erratic. He lay on the ground, cold crank, and placed an ear on the floor. Sarah and Harry looked at each other resignedly. Already the doctor seemed to have forgotten the accident which had brought them here. They had set off on a seemingly simple mission of investigating reports of a space warp discovered by Japanese scientists. It was inside the space warp itself, and the doctor had lost control of the TARDIS. What have we done? Is that not the end? That's him live. I think Jackson's a fan of the Pro 3. Is comfortable to sit on, is it? Is that what it is? What have we done? Yeah. But mine Robbie. Don't knock Robbie off. You won't be happy about that. Anyway, so that's kind of what I wanted to do, was really introduce you to how I work with some samples, how I enjoy working with found sound, and how I push it a little bit. It's not rocket science, but it is cat science, and I think cat science is better. So great that we actually got that clocked. Sorry about the little bit of a sort of, I can't remember how to do this. I need to spend time with this. And that's something we can all do is maybe this week is pick something you haven't played with for a long time, or you maybe got frustrated with, or you moved on because something was newer and shinier. Go back to it and have a little play with it and see. Maybe just take it out of context and just play with it on its own and just have a little play with it and see what it was that initially drew you to that item. And what you've now enjoyed after the fact. So, and comments below. So you can't do this now if you're in the chat. You got to do it in the week and comment. Come back to the video and comment on it. I'll put my glasses back on now. I'm getting bombarded with fur again, you sir. But what we are going to do is we're coming to the end. But I want to just talk about what I've been doing over this weekend, because obviously we all have lots of things going on in our lives, and I have been baking this weekend, as is my wont, and I have made some cookies. I made some oat. Well, they were originally, the recipe was raisin and oat, but I took mixed peel and threw that in with the raisins, and I also added desiccated coconut into these cookies. So let's get the top gang down camera, which at the moment is being hogged by this hog. Can I stop you for a minute? Can I stop you there? Oh, he doesn't like that. He wants more. Just so I can just show, because there's more on the plate than meets the eye. So what we've got here is we've got the oat biscuit there, nice and rustic kind of looking. As a little, obviously, get your nose out of it. Honestly, this is not for the likes of you, but look at that. And I do like to bake with a mixture of butter and lard, and I make my own. Let's put that on there. I make my own butter as well by just churning double cream. Great way of doing it. So it's absolutely salt. There's no salt in it. So for people who may have higher blood pressure, not that I do, I think, but it's one of those things to be aware of when you get to a certain age. Is that's going to happen, right? We're going to get higher blood pressure. So on amongst this, we've also got some spelt and oat biscuits, which the recipe called for sort of apple pulp to apple. It's not pulp, was it? Anyway, apple sauce, I guess. And we don't have any, so I do have in the fridge left over from Halloween. I've got some pulped. Okay. I've got some pulped some pumpkin. So I put pumpkin. So we've got pumpkin and, excuse me, you just want that, don't you? Oats and spelt flour to make these biscuits. And I've got some blue cheese and chili. And we're going to try that now live. Oh. Yeah, classic. That's good. Oh, delightful. Chilies, yeah. Chilies and cream cheese. So, sorry, yeah, if you're watching on a small device, you can, and of course, I do like spicy. So that I've put the chili sort of seeds in there as well. Now, I still have got in here somewhere, not a naga, I've got somewhere in the studio, and I'm not sure where it went, my birthday chili, which was the Carolina Reaper. I've had a substitute given to me, but I'm thoroughly scared. These are just red chilies, and they're very, very hot, aren't they, Jaxon? But yeah, delightful. And sweetness for dessert. You've got this nice cookie here. Look at that. Hey, get your stubby tail away from me. Thankfully, he's been groomed. Well, it was yesterday, but a little bit of a hygiene cut there as well. So I know that's not. Sorry, guys, I couldn't resist that. So that's what I've been doing this weekend. Whilst I should have been editing video, I've almost got a minute's worth of short for. I want to put it on YouTube, see how well it does before putting it on Instagram. I know it'll do reasonably well on Instagram. They always do, but I want to sort of have a look at the other sort of platforms and see what TikTok's about. I reckon I could do some good TikTok-ing, even though it does seem for the youngsters. But yeah, we move in and they go find something else, don't they? That's what usually happens. Spelt. Yeah. Sorry, Tom. Damn. What is it? What am I doing now? I've missed the chat. What have I done? Only 3 fruits: apple, bananas, and chocolate. Yeah. Tomatoes. Oh, I see. Red peppers. Yes, icing. They're chili peppers. Oh, it's so tasty. And I'm trying to avoid eating seed oils. I don't know if any of you have done any research into seed oils, and I'm talking sunflower, vegetable oil. Now here, that's our main thing, and it went from being 80p a litre to being £2 very recently. I don't know why, and obviously the cost of olive oil's gone up as well. But olive oil is just, that's special. So I've been investigating, other oils and using other oils, which is why I've started making my own butter. I use lard in a lot of baking, and actually that does a really good, it makes things a lot shorter. So I've got I think it's a 60, 70, 30 split. What? On the the biscuits because you get a nice crisp. I think I made some last week, which is a different recipe, and they're very short, so they just crumble. So you need a bit of rigidity, and I think that extra bit of pumpkin really helps to sort of keep it a bit more pliable when you're spreading. When you're spreading your cheese on, you don't want it to crumble, do you? Look at this sod. Can we put it back on the main camera now? Everyone needs to be going to bed now, and you're just sitting there going like, just stroke me, Daddy. Have you noticed you probably haven't seen this guy, have you? I'm pointing him out because he's kind of like, I've deliberately put his eyes in line with the background vibes. Anyway, I hope that's been a nice little jam for you guys, just especially the Jaxon jam, and he has not disappointed, did he? He did. To deliver tonight, you little synth chap. He's so on camera, unbelievable. And I hope you've all had a lovely weekend as well. Raisins in things become squashed flies. That's why I sort of I try and avoid raisins in savouries. I see, right, okay, so I've lost where I was. 10 weight 40. Oh, oil. Yeah, that's right. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? I think a lot of the oils we are eating aren't designed for humans. There's too much. Let me get this right. Omega-3 is the good one, and omega-6 is something we're having too much of. So it's causing inflammation in our stomachs as well. So it's not helping. It's causing lots of little extra sort of gastric badness, isn't it? Gastric badness. So that's why there's on the rise as sort of IBS and IBD, irritable bowel disease as well, is in there. So we can all help ourselves by eating less seed oils, and it's unbelievably in everything. I mean, you buy a packet of crisps, it's got it in there. So I'm cutting all that stuff out of my diet as well. So yeah, and it also doesn't. It's not good for diabetes. It's not good for that sort of stuff as well. So there's lots of little things and improvements that I'm making, and we can do that too. But you don't have to go maybe as crazy as I am and baking your own biscuits and treats and crackers. But oh my God, they are good. I recommend you do. I'll put the recipe or a link to the recipe in as well. Why not? So you can make your own biscuits. I mean, that's it. I'm glad you enjoyed. Anyway, we're always a bit randomly off topic, and hopefully that's good. Olive oil is fantastic, but it's bloody expensive. Olive oil over here now is like £7, £8 a litre. And there's also, you've got to be careful with some olive oil is finding its way in with seed oils. So it's the same thing, but olive oil is fantastic. If you can get it at a reasonable price, use it. But if it's natural, if it's come out of the ground, or if it's from an animal byproduct, like obviously lard or shortening, as Americans call it, is oil fat from pigs usually. Or you can get beef dripping as well, which is the best way to enjoy chips. Cooked fish and chips. Cooked. Why am I doing this? You see, he knows, doesn't he? He wants me to groom him. You've been groomed. Oh, for goodness sake, not now. We've got company. Anyway, so that kind of stuff's good. So it's natural stuff. So yeah, olive oil comes from olives. It's natural. It's good. Vegetable oils don't come from vegetables. They're usually a mixture of oils. And I mean, so those kind of things. Butter is good. I mean, butter's expensive as well, but then making your own with double cream can be a little bit cheaper. And it's fresh, and there's no salt in it because I don't put salt in mine. So that's good as well. So you're lowering your sodium intake. Gosh, what a conversation for tonight. We've had you jamming. We talked about baking. It's 11:10, guys, UK. I think Sam, he is a Jim Henson. He's a Muppet, like this Muppet. I mean, we're all Muppets, right? Tom, are you coming to say goodnight to everybody as well? Should you do a full family goodnight? Well, I'm going to leave you on that. I'm going to go and get Tom. Set my headphones off and go and grab him. And we'll do a family goodnight. Come on. People want to see you because you're the mystery. I mean, you came in at the beginning. Hey, it's okay. Oh, you don't want to be on. You don't want it. He's shy. You don't want to be on camera. Literally. Come on, Tom. Look, Jackson's just completely. Oh, look. He knows something's going on. He's. Come on, you. Hey. The size difference though. This Tom is cat size. Whereas Jackson's like a look at the state of his face in the corner. Oh, Tommy Pie. Hey. I was like, no, I don't want to do it. You know, don't you? You know you're on camera. And just give him a little bit of no, you're gonna anyway. So anyway. Jaxon, you can go down as well now. Go on. You've done now. You've done your bit. Oh, no, that's not what I want to be. I don't want any more of your fur. Should we just brush off your fur? There you go. That's one way of getting rid of it. So the Synth Duster is also a cat duster. It gets rid of unwanted cats. Right. Okay. So I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. And I know, poor Robbie. Robbie's not had much, not much, much limelight tonight, and he's gonna have to wait until I've got the modular back on the table for Tuesday. We'll be looking at got one of these, and having a good play with it and seeing what the fuss is about, because it looks ruddy gorgeous, doesn't it? Just look at that. Oh, have I put them backwards? Oops. Yeah, look at that. Play all day. So that's what we're going to be getting the modular back out, and we'll be just doing that sort of stuff. So, don't forget to... Cressy, have you done your usual... Everybody like the video? Have you all liked it? The stream? Like the stream. Tell your friends. Come back again tomorrow. Add your crude oil. Comes out of the ground. I'll do my... I suppose you could eat. Well, yeah, because seeds. I think seed oil was meant for machinery, not for humans. That's the difference. Thank you, Cressy. There you go. Like it. Like. Thank you. Anyway, that's the thing. Do a bit of research. Do a bit of digging around. Have a little look. Take a pinch of salt with some of it, or not. But yeah, it's quite an interesting bit of research you can do and find out that we shouldn't be eating as much as we are, and because it's in everything, it's very difficult to sort of gauge how much you're eating. But we're eating way more than we should be. It's not good for us. Anyway, it wasn't meant to be one of that kind of streams, but thank you for joining me and Jaxon and Tom. And the Jaxon Jam, jamming with Jaxon, actually worked really well. I'm really happy with how that turned out. And he did some cracking arpeggio work with the Pro 3. I'm very pleased that he's done that. But yeah, thank you for joining in. I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend, and I wish you all a fantastic week. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And I'll see you on Tuesday for more of this mayhem. Right, let's just play you out with some crazy now, I think. Let's go without that. Okay.